Peace, love, and light, Scorpios. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are and you're living in your greatest purpose. Scorpios, thank you for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. We are on the road to 10K. Thank you for your help and support in getting there. Personal readings are being offered. All the information can be found in the description box as well as the community tab. Before we get into your messages, I'm just going to light some Palo Santo. Yeah, I know this one's, it's a little short. It's what I have for now. I'm going to throw it away. I just feel the need to burn a little bit of this. Just get that in there. Okay, Scorpios. All right, let's see what's showing up for you in your energy. Okay. Messages. Oh, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups. You may have been noticing, Scorpios, that like a lot of what you're thinking, it's actually like whatever you think, it's coming into existence. Like it becomes manifested. Like you could be thinking about something 1 second and then you see it happen instantaneously. And your spiritual team is letting you know to be careful what you think, because right now anything you think is what's going to be manifested. It's always been that case, and especially now. Yeah, especially now. It's a very, very sensitive time. Year 8 is a year of manifestation, and this is exactly what's happening. Like your spiritual team is trying to tell you that there's a strong connection between what you feel, what you think, and what gets manifested. So guard your thoughts, guard your emotions. And I'm seeing that it's like there may actually be some, there's always stuff energetically, because there's people that know, like, they've done the math. There's people that's done the math. They know what year it is. They know what's about to happen. They know what's going on. Okay. They know that, those who have been subordinated for quite some time, are coming into their power. They know what time it is. So it's like, someone's the 9. It's like someone's trying to end it. People, and you do have, like, if you are aware that if you know, then you also know that just like you have energies that are really trying to bring these connections together, you also have energies that are trying to end these connections. Okay. What connections? The connection where you get to know, okay, you're living in your knowing, and you get to connect, a positive energy to the outcome. It's like people know that there's a connection between your thoughts, your emotions, and what you are manifesting. Yet if they throw like BS your way, right? If they throw bullshit your way, like it can easily become a distraction. Okay. It can easily become a distraction to like throw you off your horse, so to speak. Nay. And I'm seeing for many of you, like, okay, go ahead, try and throw me off my horse, because I'm still gonna be rolling in my pentacles. Okay, if I'm not riding the horse, I'm gonna be walking with my pentacles intact. Like there's nothing that you can really do. Okay, this is for those that needed to know this. Let's see what this 2 of Cups is about. Okay, because some of you are manifesting major connections here. These are love connections. You are manifesting major love connections. And your spiritual team is letting you know, be careful of these energies that are showing up here. See, the Lovers is the first thing that shows up. And it's like everything is connected. And for many of you, these connections that are about to come to you are tied to, they're really tied to like a lot of like, abundance. This is clear. It's tied to abundance and prosperity, right? The number 2, the coming together. 2 is better than 1. The number 2 actually corresponds to reciprocity. And here you go, 2. And here it is. Gemini energy, twin flame energy, soulmate energy. Oh, yeah. And what does that mean? Like, these major love connections means an increase in your power. An increase in your power. And some of you are like, listen, I could do this by myself. I'm all right. I'm good. And that's good. And for some, confirmation. Yeah, and I'm seeing that many of you are actually manifesting, some of this, the energy of manifestation coming towards you. For many of you, it's not necessarily about what you can do in a connection. It's about what you can accomplish, with your willpower, with what you have. Like listening to your intuition, following your heart, learning how to, connect with your heart chakra. All those things are tied to the success that many of you are going to experience. Tell me about this. Oh, smack it away. Okay, so yeah, so for many of you that coming into this wish fulfillment, it's also tied to letting go to some stuff. Okay, it's tied to letting go to like certain ideals that you have about connections, relationships. It's tied also to releasing, on an individual level. It's tied to releasing, victimizing thought patterns, like, thinking that you're thinking you're tied up, thinking that you can't see, or something is keeping you from seeing. Something is keeping you, like you're not making a connection here. Okay. And for some of you, this energy of manifesting really does have to do with like learning how to deal with relationships. Yep, learning how to deal with connections, like a specific connection in this case, like, partnerships. Okay, a specific partnership. And some of you are dealing with like major changes here. Major changes in your thinking, major changes in your belief system. And dealing with these major changes is what's essentially taking you towards what you want, what you desire. This Emperor card represents some of you being in this boss energy. It represents you having balance something, healing something. So for some of you, getting into these connections is about also healing, some beliefs that are, some beliefs about connections that are way overdue. Okay. So it's not the connection that's going to do this. It's you thriving in the connection that's going to do this. Like, this is it's an indication of your healing, your progress. It's also an indication that you've cut ties with, and I'm seeing here, cutting ties to limiting beliefs. Cutting ties to feeling paralyzed or feeling like this is not something that you're capable of. Like what you're doing is you're healing, old patterns and ways of thinking about connections, right? and you're progressing. And again, you thriving in these relationships is a major test that you've healed some things and you're progressing. And those things, like your healing, is also moving you towards manifesting what you desire. Okay. And for many of you, you're really overcoming a lot of major things. And you're going to see that doors are going to be open for you to come into a lot of what you've wanted and needed financially. This has to do with stability. This has to do with you just having a positive connection with yourself first and foremost, as well as, you know, positive connection within a relationship, just having a positive connection. Okay. Let me check these. Let me see what some of these cards relating to the ancestor. And immediately I see the father of water, balance and harmony. Oh, hold on one second. Okay, Scorpios had to close that door. So the father of harmony has to do with the water realm, and I believe this is equivalent to this is the King of Cups, if I'm not mistaken. And I also see the shadow, trials and tribulations showing up, 18. Okay. Let's see this. 31. So this is indeed the King of Cups. And it's saying, I embrace my feelings and allow myself emotional harmony. Okay. This ancestor comes forward as Sangwahi, Zulu, god of healing. He brings forward the energy of giving and receiving, compassion and kindness. This ancestor is a kind, generous, centered father, stable and calm in the raging seas of life. In some traditions, he is a goddess rather than a god. It says you are capable of balance and worthy of loving and being loved fully and completely. So that energy of the Six of Pentacles that shows up, I'm seeing that for many of you, you're learning the art of balance, of loving and being loved, okay, in your connections. Okay, let's see. I'm also seeing 18. Okay, this is equivalent to the moon. This is you releasing your fears and doubts. It says here, be aware of how you project fear in relationships, conversations, negotiations. The things you stuff down in your subconscious are refusing to be suppressed anymore. You must deal with your shadow selves. Dive headfirst into creative pursuits. The funny thing about shadow is that it always pops up. Have you done any shadow work? So some of you may actually need to do some shadow work to release some of the things that are suppressed. You may need to actually do some cleansing. Okay, perhaps this is why the Father of Water card showed up. Okay, cleansing. You may need to do some cleansing rituals to release these old energies, these old ways of thinking, okay, which can promote a lot of fear. And the last card showing up is the Conjure Woman. Okay, so this one is about so the Magician. It says, I am a magnet for manifesting mysterious miracles. Didn't we start this thing about manifesting? So your spiritual team seem to be telling you that there's a connection between you healing, cleansing, as it relates to you manifesting. And there's also a connection between, you know, releasing old patterns of thinking and what that has to do with some relationship that you have that's coming. Okay, so many of you are actually manifesting like really positive, powerful connections that are coming towards you. Some of you may be in those connections, and what you get to do is alchemize, do some cleansing, and change your way of thinking and release the fears that are actually keeping you from getting what you desire. Because the Chariot card is showing you in this Magician energy, right? Like your success is in being able to alchemize and change your thoughts so you can manifest what you will. Okay. Knight of Pentacles is an indication that, you know, you working diligently towards your craft, whatever you're working on, whether it's healing yourself for the sake of just having a more positive connection with yourself, or if it's working towards a positive connection with someone else, like in an intimate relationship or any other group dynamic. You know, you get to be persistent. Okay, you get to be persistent to do this. And it's saying that you are manifesting. Okay, so let's see what the energy is coming from here. Okay, show us what you want us to know regarding this reading. Many of you, I'm seeing that like you actually are healing from feeling like you are paralyzed, stuck. This is why this Eight of Swords is showing up. To know that it's time for you to release that energy. Okay, the Deary, hearing the truth. So that's 21. Okay, so there's a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering guidance, comfort, renewal. You're guided to turn within for your answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal, trusting relationship with the divine. Allow Spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. Now that struck a chord. It says, do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal relationship with the divine. And that line is significant because for many of you, you may not know it and you may not want to acknowledge it, but relationships that you've actually turned away from, you've walked away from them, you're still allowing those old relationships to influence your energy, your manifesting power. Okay. And your spiritual team is letting you know, don't allow that person that you walked away from to interrupt and influence or distort your relationship with the divine. Okay. Allow spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know the words to speak and the consciousness to hold, to evoke healing and set things right. Listen, for deep within truth is known. It says here that focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearances or the opinions of others. The voice of spirit is deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune into that voice for peace, comfort, and clarity. So this is what I'm hearing from spirit. Many of you have walked away from situationships, and your spiritual team is letting you know that's exactly what they were. Situationships. Them situationships were not relationships. You walked away from them, and yet you're still allowing the energy of that person to rule and claim and like have a, it's like they're holding on to you. Like these cords literally represent this person is still holding on to your energy, and this hold that they have on you is still, it's keeping you from being your best. It's keeping you from having the best connection with self and the best connection with others, because that person's energy is still lingering around. Okay, some of you may actually need to do some cord cutting rituals to release this person from your energy, or someone, or these people. They're no longer in I'm hearing this, no longer in your energy, yet they're terrorizing you with fear. They're keeping you back. It's time for you to release this connection. And this is what your spiritual team was saying when this 2 of Cups and 9 of Cups was showing up. All right. It's time for you to release this connection. As you can tell, this 9 of Cups is about you being individually happy. So for some of you, this has to do with the past that's keeping you stuck. Okay. Holding you down. All right. Listen to the voice of your spirit guides. Listen to the voice of your spirit guides, because many of you are choosing, and some of you it's not by choice. Many of you are being plagued by a past that is still haunting you. You're still hearing the limiting beliefs that someone may have put you in that's binding you. It's time to cut those cords. It's time to cut those ties, okay, and begin listening to the voice of spirit, okay? Listen to the voice of spirit, because that is what will guide you towards an energy of wish fulfillment. And this is exactly what your spirit team is wanting to bring you into, your manifesting power. All right. That is your message. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, and divine light.